Maybe Omoko baby that. Yeah, I was saying for. All right. Ebe mo bi akwaba. I will keep Coast Castle. Castle na I want to keep Coast Castle. Wo ba so abomodin say wo be share video ya mami. I've never believed say minjindi until I've seen it with my naked eyes. Na am so omunya mfa hwenkyere. Omo say yen twen for sometimes. Abusia. Say wa wo di wani behwe a eye mmobo ye asefem. Wo ti di ameka kire wo no. Bra, eye mmobo. Na one thing I mean who say they shouldn't have even allowed the white people say this. Hey Charlie, hey this will, I want to say in this video, and I would like to speak English. This will make me hate white people more than I used to hate them because of what they did to our forefathers. Brabeshe Castle one Brabeshe adie almost say yen train na ye be wura inside ye nya wura mu ye wura mu ana obehu ade abusia ade na enya easy o anti de omo ka nyina say na ye no kore Cape Coast Castle nti ha no mbefa ye na nanom nko ano oh broni. Upon all this the white man will still give you a church. Upon all this they will tell you love your neighbor as yourself. Meanwhile, they came and kill you, slaughter you, rape you, slave you, took you from your country to their country. And they tell you love your neighbor as yourself. Black people, this is the time we need to wise up, wake up from our brain. The white man has nothing good and nothing better for you. I told you in the morning, when the white man give you 1 can of milk, he need a cow, a full cow from you. Because they knew, say, the white man knew, say, a cow no produce if anything, milk. Eye mobo abusiafo hwe me ka no kora kire wo we bibini by this time. Now you still die for religion, you die going to church, you die surrender for Jesus, you die calling the name Jesus, then you have a very big problem, abusiafo mo nse video no fa mama we Cape Coast Castle na me wo no omo se ye ntwa omo de ye be kokko se ye nya nwura ho. Me bedu I was here gumi, and I'm saying still people still go to church in this town. This is where slavery started. When they came, they came and landed here. This is where they landed. Wow. They built this castle to imprison our forefathers. They imprison them every Sunday like this. No more a church service for them. Meanwhile, people are dying under. Menyangura also have nothing to say by now. Meko inside na kasa. Obasona one say video ya, then you are a witch. Only witch will refuse to share this video. Eya by phone kwa no share video yi. Uche da meka kire wono. This is the time the black man need to think. Black man think. Once upon a time, the white man came to your homeland. I said something. Say obi di bone na na asefo be bre woni bone ho a. Okay, say Bruni na yeden or suffer for the burning. The white man came all together from Europe, took you from Africa, send you to Europe, kill you, slaughter you, enslave you, labor you, torture you, and tell you you have a place in heaven. They told you, pray, you have a place in heaven. Meanwhile, he came and took your land. I am more poor. Look at this whole big house. Share. I'm saying young queens are almost a young train. Until you go so ahead and year train. You go so ahead and year train. A train for the next stop. Yeah, train. Now every corner be a beura. Oh, even besine, ya ho ye mobonti besine. Castle no kora say paint na aborofo no di painti. Paint na aborofo no di painti castle no omokoye na obowie ye no. Sebe obi am painti ni. Just castle one paint na omo di painti tete no. Obi anyanyansa ne adwen bi say sebe ye be say painti biem because ama na nka high effect. Uti kakra. Uti. That means paint no omo di painti. Since then no paint na that's here then ebo hor. Paint na that's here then ebo hor. no mo sisi abrofo no be si dan e na o mo chie na nanam nkoa Cape Coast Castle na me wo no e na o mo chie na nanam nkoa won now they are sold them praising Jesus in the name of Jesus. They came and took our forefathers in the name of Bible. They came and killed our forefathers in the name of Christianity, and they slaughter our forefathers. She we cry amana amana dunku bi she I down that means no more the na na fa ho wow amana people enye easy o ade na enye easy o amana dunku
dungeon you are keeping slaves no
maybe you keeping slaves no wow oh Charlie pronounce you Charlie bro ni timu ya din sa me pa cho mo share video yi ma me why video yi mo share video no mo share video no why mo share video yi aye mobo aye mobo no ade papa ben na buroni owo ma bibini da be mi bisa me say ade papa ben na buroni owo ma bibini Cape Coast na me wono castle ho ankasa ni nti dia me ben hu ye na ma chese ma nya nimdie mo me nka se ma nya gidie mo ma nya mu nimdie mo ma hu se ampampa buroni bi ba ha be ku ye na be fa wo na ne me nana eye won koa e be fa wo na ne me nana eye won koa papa no si odi e be ko down o hin onye ntem no be fa yenko oh nto mo se yen twen ye de ye be nya nipa squad bi kan ho a na ye de yakọ people like ade na ye hu me mba ha dawo very serious hwe den kakra o mo siesi wo e den kakra frafra ni be se den kakra o mo siesi wo
Pacho mo ba ka so da mo nya wa na mo pis kala mo bra mo be hwe why na ene ma ye hu ayo no jabe
enye easy
me yam sese
me enye easy
me yam sese
oh chale broni enni bibini hu adwempa broni ba ye krom broni be fa ye gold broni be fa ye timbers broni be fa ye kasa broni fa ye bibia owie ye na broni ye nkoa adwene mu nkoa. The worst part of the story me say udu kromu a nsole wo kromu ha doso say school ye fa ne say companies nsole ni schools da wo kromu ano e doso say companies enu nte broni plan say da bi religion me ye omunkoa me mo omu churches Anglican wo ha aha na ni nyina hye ase aha na ni nyina ye de hye ase Cape Coast aha na bibia ye de hye ase eno musisi solidan ase Yesu ndo Yesu mpe wasem nti bra solidem na bebo mpaye Yesu ndo Yesu mpe wasem nti Jesus is saving you no Jesus is taking you to heaven no enye Jesus is taking you from earth to heaven enye say Yesu mbi fa efia asasi so e de wakosoro dabi eye Jesus omo di Jesus e be fa bi before e de omo ko abrofuman. Is Jesus taking black people from black land to European land, to the white land? The white land, they call it heaven. They tell you, say, and Omaka say, Yano baby, I attending ye. Oh, Bano, and Obe Kumu, Shio, Chicherewo. In Sunni, Omoko, almost 42 million slaves. 42 million slaves. Omoko do 12 million. You come in now almost 42 million slaves from Africa. 42 million slaves. And I'm back here. And soon you when you man, you are gum. Omukuyan and Amukuyan and Anoma. Missy Kuroma, I say, I saw a walk from Mungu Solinina. I saw a walk from my son with the bomb to Namu Bubunina. Because say Brunino, they are celebrating or one dream pa or one dream papa beer. And Kaom be see a day win for one and aqua. Uti, I don't say it's true. Yes, it's true. I don't see one of me years of years. Painting, crying, painting, what and that's see one. We a brony cromony see and tourism. nke every year bia broni be siesie no every year bia broni be siesie no de akere history or de akere and they uko ye school mu a ye mu dudu anyi school uko school mu a classroom dudu anyi no mo kire sa de we wo de mo ye fonye o se wo be ye Ghana na nka ye pesim papa bi na se na mo be fa ye na nanam nkoa no na ya ye wo be ye se sky be jew enye easy wo be ye se sky be jew enye easy. After all this, the white man will tell you, Jesus love you. Where is the love of Jesus? After all this, the white man will tell you, say, Yesu ndo. Fa ukra, efama Yesu, give your life to Jesus. Where was that Jesus when they were enslaving our forefathers? When they were building this house, when they were enslaving them, when they were keeping them in danger, when they were beating them, killing them. Where was that Jesus? Them Jesus no one. Time I watch here and I'm kwandam Jesus no hen ma wadwen nye adwuma ate na buroni oni wadwen papa buroni oni wadwen papa buroni o wadwen papa enka wonsi sa dan we anche wo nana ntum anche me nana ntum ye ka kire se yen yusu nyensa Cape Coast Castle na e wo no oh omombra mbe fa yenko oh e dan no ni minim de wo ha ti oba na o de afufam oh omu afi no mapie omo ba omo de ba beko wow killing people in the name of Jesus. After this they gave you religion and tell you Jesus love you. Where was that Jesus when they enslaved our forefathers? I'm sorry, I feel no the wicked white people. The white man is dangerous more than the lion, I'm telling you. Oh yeah. Oh, I want a man for free band. Oh, I want a man for free band. I want a man for free band. I be before. Oh, free and so quasol you. Oh, free and so or quasol. One share. Hey, yo. Oh, brainwash. My brainwashing ache. At it had you 55 CD, 10 CD. At it had you 55 CD, 10 CD. And when I'm young yansa, Missy Bruni near the papa be a maybe be why. Brunicha America, or Belgium and Triatica. Se Bruni or Chow America, or Belgian entry, women entry, Bruni Belgian entry, I then Attica. Bruni or Chow America back on Belgian entry Attica. Or more back, no, my bet you. I'm bet you I be videoing and I be funny in our one. What I see, Bruni or Chow America call Bruni or Chow America back on Obeji we Attica, Obejin entry, full entry Attica. She took room. She, Amana, we go more than an amanu. I am now. More than an animal. I keep Coast Caster. I had on by fire and animal coa. A boy and an animal. A chain and an animal. She am a name. We no more Jesus. We no more Anglican. We no more Presby. We no more Methodist. We no more Roman Catholic Church. And all catcher will say. No. Wabefa wona na akwa na weku na wona na ntima nhwe na asase no problem na wo no go and cry to Jesus will solve that problem for you. Use your brain, use your adwin. Oma create problem amount and oma catch say that problem can be solved by Jesus. This is what they told you. Uti da mekano oma create problem e de mai and oma catch say it is only Jesus who can solve that problem for us. Uti da meka kire wono nti ma wadwen nye adwuma bi wadwen na broni ni ade papa bi amawo bi wadwen uti mo ma adwen nye da nye adwuma eya dodo adwen se ibia ye ni obi wo asem ye ni obi ani asem ba ye pese wote ase dia me dwon ha me pese wote ase se castle ni na mpampa ye no kore broni timi fi ni kurum e be che ye nananom e bro ye nananom kun ye nanam sesa ye nko ya Jesus. They gave you the problem and tell you Jesus is gonna solve the problem for you. It doesn't make sense. Like, this is the time we need to wake up from our brain. Do away with religion. Break down churches. Collapse churches. Break down churches and collapse churches. Love your neighbor as yourself. Where was the love the white man has for the black man by building this house and keeping them underground? Where was that love? If the white man knows, say, there is a God in the sky, truly, or Dowa, he should have shown you that love before. The white man should have shown you that love before. Yanyam farming ko ntimi nko. Ene da ho no. Oba no de me akọ. Eyemobo esun baby kakra hwe won baby kakra to bia baby ebe hwe nte wo ye Ghana ni apesika na won so bra bi na be hwe pesika na bra bi na be de na be hwe pesika bra bi na be de na be hwe de ekoso pesika na bra bi na de na be hwe dear, Mammy Santra, and introduce you. Amana, Amana Cassio. Amana, Amana, what down? Only then Mrs. Adiwi. Hey, Bonity, soon. Brunity, soon. Brunity, soon. Brunity, soon. Until we are so say Bruni do bibini.
The fancy on say before on. It was information Michobia. Fancy can before. You know, you colonize our for one. And I can actually you see this kind of castle.
What?
Won't. You know, you colonize your own. And I see this kind of castle. Remember, I said you see in here. Won't. And I actually almost bar, I can't say. Almost bar talk over Honoma. It's you almost like maybe 500 years later.
It's a here.
Yeah. Now almost descendant a battle Honoma. Just imagine the basic.
Who they imagine the basic?
Imagine the basic.
But Abafuna Namaha. And Konuburu, yen a quick colonizer Abrofo. H and I see Castle Hona, Cecilia, yen yet the Michael or some more. You see, you have something to tell them. Yes.
Obiaba. Something we are in to fight ourselves in school.
Okay.
In class near my was here, guy.
Okay.
Shagana. Baby, I know anyhow. Ukuro munya kura nti se wa baby a ofri.
No correct. Yeah.
Say no kwa akotena ma no ne. E na wo selu ukuro. E na ukuro ayefi. E na ukuro ayese. Buru no o kire wo so wagimi. Se wonim nyansa onkotu onkotena obi aman so abuchire. Na won sele ukuro no po. Hwe de mrofo de beye ni nyina ye mfa nsu nyansa. Enti die biem enti dabe pa ni besua ade e fe ni nyansa. Ya wakasa bi wo e fe ni nyansa. Ki kasa no so when sua obeka say someone is doing something to hate. No, you have to learn that word nyansa no. It means to get the brain before okay. No, I have a lot to tell Ghanaians, but I'll come.
I'm sorry, your friend. But you'll be come on. Yeah, that's it.
Fight ourselves.
What? Yeah, that's
fight for our own.
Wow, you fight for our own. What you say? Let's fight for our own. And all can you answer one seminar? Oh, I didn't hear the woman fire go inside, Anna. Omo de mbeko ranso no mba nti still ye twa nti video no still ye so aye de ye share video nti mun share video nya de emfa maye aha mo still mun nya de mun share video na nya de emfa maye Cape Coast Castle na ye de ye wo no wo ba so abombon de se wo be share video no e de aye de e de amaye e na P Black e ka no wo se fa na se ye nga bibifo no e na ko colonize aborofo no e na sa ye dan we castle e dan kakra ka yisi ano e ye na esi no fa na se ye bia yisi no UK e na dan yisi wo be sisi a. Imagine say yen na ye colonize aborofo no ye omonkwa no imagine say yen asefo ko tourism omo ko ho a imagine the ebesi wo ho but ono no broni na obeku ye no ma osi castle no baby o che ye na na me hye ye no ono timi fi ni kurom na wasa behwe de na ne na na me ye den ye no owie na wo fa ne ho adi akọ because ye beje no 40 cedi ye beje no 50 cedi ade ye say onim aya we but beto history oya we say ye mpo na ye saa de we wa abrofo man mu a nka edan we nkomo sa siesie no da bia nka afi bia nkomo twa ne paint ka afi bia o meja edan we a na paint na we na paint na we na bibia ye basa wall mpo ne de ebu enye fine nti ye enye din ye be kasa enko slavery they came to Africa. Okay, they came to Africa. They just came to Africa and enslaved black people. And this is the Cape Coast Castle. As they have been saying through history, history has proven it. This one we call it concrete proof. I've seen it with my naked eyes today. I've never been believing, but always I am a share. But I saw it today. Yagani. I saw it today, and I saw say through the white man came to Africa, took our forefathers. Later they gave them the Bible. Tell them Jesus is gonna solve their problem for them. While it wasn't Jesus who created the problem, the white man gave you problem. The white man gave you problem and told you there is a white blue eyes man in the sky who is gonna come from heaven to come and solve your problem. This damn shit, man. You got me? This is the time the white man need to wake up. This is Cape Coast Castle in Cape Coast, Ghana, West Africa. You need to rise up. Black man, wake up. You have been crucified. Was it uncle? Okay. Why are they, pa? I told you once upon a time. I say. Okay. Oh, okay, no problem. Me, we are. Okay. The almost is a young honti. Yeah, call honti. Mo share live video and from my end. And from my.
They also got to the Americas around 1492. When they got there, they saw fertile land, good for agriculture. So the Europeans started growing plantations, large-scale farms. Labor became a problem because they were using the natives of America. They named them the Red Indians, but they were not effective because they were not strong, dying of tropical diseases, malnutrition, and others. And as they were here, they knew the potentials in Africans. Very strong, able to withstand tropical diseases, natural farmers. They said, no, Africans could work better than those who've engaged. So they introduced transatlantic slave trade or the triangular trade. They started getting our ancestors by raiding and kidnapping, initially from the immediate environment. For instance, they could set a whole village on fire. And as the people around in helter-skelter for their lives, they kidnapped the youth. You could be working on your farm with your children. You look back and they are kidnapped away. Sometimes they deceive some of our ancestors. For instance, let's go to our home countries. We will give you better lives. They ended up working for them. Let's go inside our ships and have fun. The locals understood, free-mindedly, packed their drums and other playing instruments, went to them, and as they were enjoying, the Europeans intentionally gave them a lot of alcoholic beverages, chained, shackled them. In the time they realized they were on the high seas. There were some instances when some Africans, some chiefs, traditional rulers, prominent personalities, brought some captives and sold. But they were not selling their brothers and sisters, nor their children, as some people sometimes want us to believe. Most of the people they brought were rather, they are prisoners of war, people who were captured from warfare. You may know that there was nothing like Ghana, nor Togo, nor Burkina Faso. Demarcation of Africa took place around 1884, 1885, when all the European countries then, with the exception of Switzerland, met with US of A in Germany in what they called the Berlin Conference, and demarcated, shared the continent of Africa to themselves. And sadly, Africans themselves were not part of the Berlin Conference. And we as Africans are still holding on to these boundary things the Europeans left.
Yeah, it's a Berlin Conference.
Exactly, the Berlin Conference. And that's how, as I'm trying to say, Africa was made of states, tribes, ethnic groups. All these groups wanted to expand due to that they were fighting, as we still fight ourselves. Yeah. Those who were defeated in the wars, instead of them to be killed, were rather imprisoned. They sold some out for gunpowder, took over their land and all the natural resources. Next time they used their munitions to wage wars against their next opponent. So these and other persons became victims. And wherever they got them, many from West Africa, they marched them on footpath. They walked in chains and shackles. Some of them died on the way. Because imagine walking from Kumasi to Cape Coast, over 200 kilometers. Tamale is over 400. Relatively, Kumasi, Tamale is not far. Because others came from present-day Burkina Faso, Niger, Mali, and others. Because Ghana, then Gold Coast, became the major transit point for a lot of the enslaved Africans. So those who survived these long journeys in this castle, when they arrived, they took them upstairs into a hall called Palava Hall. Palava Hall was the auction hall. European doctors in there examined the captives to determine their strength.
Before they shipped it.
Exactly, before they were exchanged for gunpowder, mirror, tobacco, fabrics, rum, caps, brasswares, sugar, and others according to their strength. And after the auction, they brought them from the Palava Hall down to the courtyard and burnt marks on them. They were branded for easy identification before they were pushed into the dungeons. They stayed in the dungeons for a few days to about 3 months, depended on the time a captive arrived here and the time his or her ship set off. Peak season, a ship came every fortnight, every 2 weeks. Lane season, they could be in the dungeons for about 3 months. When the ships came, they were loaded, sent them to North America, South America, the Caribbean, like Brazil. And I mentioned Brazil first because Brazil received the highest number of enslaved Africans. About 46% of them landed in Brazil. Yeah. That is why today in the whole world, Brazil is the second country after Nigeria with the highest number of black population. There are about 100 million blacks in Brazil. Ghana is just around 30.8 million.
So these places from all over Africa, they have to pass this place.
Not most of them, but not all. Because as I indicated, they built about 64. And after the 64,
so some
about 40, exactly. Some parts like Senegal, and some parts like Nigeria, but most of them.
To us, we have the match.
Yes, they built a lot of them, most of them in Ghana. So as I was saying, they were sent to Brazil, US of A, Suriname, Barbados, Trinidad and Tobago, Guyana, Antigua, Jamaica, Haiti, and others to work on sugarcane, tobacco, cotton, coffee plantations, rice fields, and mines. Few were sent to some of the European countries, mainly to do construction work. This is the male dungeon. Female dungeons are down close to the door of no return. And right above this male dungeon, on top of this dungeon, was a chapel.
Here?
Yes. So Monday throughout to Saturday, the British brought captives, held them in dungeons. Some days like today, they had church services about them.
Wow.
That is why first president of Kenya, Jomo Kenyatta, once said, when the missionaries arrived, Africans had land, they had Bible. They taught us how to pray with our eyes closed. When we open our eyes, they had land, we had Bible. Any question?
You see how they are.
Only men are taken from him.
You see how they are.
No.
The female also.
This is the male dungeon. Female dungeons are close to the door of no return, which we shall see later.
And they shift, they use this church to teach them?
Yes. The church are Society for the Propagation of the Gospel. Church of England. Then Church of England is now Anglican Church. And Anglican Church is all over Ghana. Just opposite the castle, you see the church there.
You see, in Ethiopia in 16th century, the Portuguese sent
Yes.
They send their priest first to teach Bible.
Exactly.
But unfortunately, we have our own Bible. So by this, we are fighting. I'm from Ethiopia.
Yes.
So still we have a problem with the Bible.
Exactly.
So it means they convince us to do the church and take the qualities of the things that we have took away.
Yes, and
in the name of the church.
And they are still taking.
That is what I'm asking. But I'm asking something. I don't know.
Yes.
So why are we following them now?
I can't answer.
Yeah.
I can give you a little answer. We are following them now.
Ask yourself. If you not ask Alex,
I have an answer there.
We have.
To you and me, we are blacks.
Listen.
Let's listen to him.
We have individual preferences.
Yes.
So I can't answer why somebody is a Christian, why somebody is a Muslim, why somebody is.
That one there.
And they were in Africa for about 400 years. So look at the damage they caused.
So it's hardly for people to understand.
It will take some time for us to recover.
So really very categorically.
Yes.
406 years ago.
Yes.
Ghana, we're just around 60. How many years?
65, 67 years.
Look at what they used about
400 years.
You can't use just 60 years to.
Ghana.
Still, appreciate still the local language is still.
And it all boils down to our leadership. They are making the changeover very difficult because we are not self-sufficient enough to take our own decisions.
But we are still fighting ourselves.
When we prepare our budgets, we still need to go
to the other. It's true.
So as they say, love your neighbor as yourself. Where was the love from the white man to the black man? If they really love us.
Who is a neighbor?
The Bible tells us that
who is a neighbor?
So
who's your neighbor?
Every woman being is my neighbor. Every woman being is my neighbor. So so if they really love humanity,
okay. I'm asking is that they were not considering Africans to be their neighbors.
Okay.
That is why it's asking who is your neighbor.
Because that's where the problem is. We know that there is love in Europe.
Okay.
Now, whether it was Europeans, today it's Chinese.
Okay.
They are coming here. It's not that they love you.
Yes.
There are things that they want.
Okay.
Yes. That is why they've been coming here all the time.
It's up to you
to change
yourself. I get
that is why they say, choose your friends. I will not continue. Choose your friends. You shouldn't allow people to choose you.
Yes.
Okay.
Choose the one that belongs to your own satisfied.
Choose the person you think you can move with.
That is.
You can allow people to choose you as friends. They always dictate to you.
Yes.
They always take you to where you don't want to go.
It's true.
It is inside there is metal inside.
No metal.